to change your thermostat. So check it out. Make sure to subscribe. Alright, so this is a thermostat. It's pretty simple. It goes in the engine, and basically what it does is it blocks the coolant flow until your vehicle warms up enough for what the manufacturer has set for the recommended temperature. Once that happens, it opens up, allows the coolant to flow through and cool the engine, in which case then it closes again and lets it warm up again. So it's repeatedly opening and closing, keeping your engine at that optimum temperature. It's pretty simple to change. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, your thermostat is right in here on the Cherokee and the straight 6. First we need to take off the thermostat housing, but before we do that we need to get all the fluid out. So underneath at the bottom of your radiator you should find something that looks like this, and it's a drain plug. So what you need to do is turn that counterclockwise. Put a little bucket under there to catch this stuff. This stuff is nasty, so make sure your pets don't drink it, or you, for that matter. I actually needed a little bit bigger bucket after this started pouring out. There we go. That ought to do it. Now we can go ahead and take off that thermostat housing. You're going to start by taking off the upper radiator hose and this one that goes to the heater core. Those can be boogers sometimes. Just wiggle them back and forth or get a screwdriver into there to break it free. There we go. Got both of them off. Now we're going to take off this electronic piece if you've got that. It's a little sensor. Then there's just 2 bolts. We're going to undo those with a socket wrench. They should be 2 separate lengths, so remember which one goes where. That one on the top is longer in this case. Then we're going to pry it off. And whoever put this on before used RTV. Here is the old thermostat. Remember which way it goes in, because you can get that in backwards. What we need to do now is get off the old RTV and whatnot and get all this grime off of here. You can use a razor blade to do that. It's kind of a slow process though, but you want to get it perfectly clean. Try not to cut yourself. Now if you've got one of these angle die grinders, it makes a much quicker job of this task and it'll end up looking really clean like that. Now you can use this gasket or you can use RTV. It's really up to you, but I think the gasket is a lot easier. This one comes with the self-stick peel and stick on the back, so you're just going to take that off and stick it down. People used gaskets for many years before RTV was invented, so I think these gaskets work just fine. Next we're going to take the thermostat. If you've got a hole in it, you're going to put that hole at the top because that's to bleed the air out. If not, you can put one in there, but you don't have to. You just have to be a little more careful to bleed the air out of the system. Put it in like that. Make sure you don't get it in backwards, and make sure it doesn't fall down whenever you go to put the thermostat in. So be careful right here that your thermostat doesn't fall out of there. You can look down in the hole to make sure that it's still in place. Once you do that, you can go ahead and tighten it back up. I'm not sure of the torque specs here, but you know, somewhat tight. There we go. That ought to do it. Now we're going to put the hoses back and clamp the hoses back down. There we go. And clip on that that sensor. Now what you need to do is put that plug back in. If you haven't done so already, you need to take the radiator cap off and refill with a 50-50 mix. If you're outside, you can do this while it's running. That way the thermostat will open up, and you want to get it up to temperature so that it pulls all the coolant through there. Then you want to fill up your reservoir. Alright guys, once you get